everybody, Cinema Sickness here, pretty early in the morning. It's 8:30 in the morning. Today is the day of my community yard sale here in my town. Now, alright guys, here we go. As you see, slow down, community yard sale. As they call me Bruce, that's pretty cool. Rock and Roll Frankenstein. Here's some anime. I have a backpack and a bag here full of stuff, so I got a decent haul, and I paid and I came across this, and as you can see, there's at least 1, 2, and back there's another yard sale, so at least 3 yard sales going on this street. Alright guys, here we are at the second community yard sale, and this here is in a housing development. Entire tub full of VHS tapes. That's a pretty cool Mary Poppins set. Might want to grab that. So a lot of Disney stuff in here. Oh, I think I see some sealed. Unfortunately, this community yard sale, like I said, bit of a bust. So let's go home and take a look at everything that I picked up today. Well, alright guys, back from the cinema hunting, back from the community yard sales, and I actually have a pretty nice stack of stuff here. I'd have to say though, not quite what I was expecting. I thought I was going to get more, maybe better stuff even. So was it a letdown? Not necessarily. It wasn't a bust or anything like that, but I was anticipating more and better stuff, and just a huge haul of awesomeness is what I was expecting. Instead, I got a nice haul here, but some mediocre things. Although one thing's really cool. I'll definitely show that off. But all in all, it's just, you know, it just wasn't quite what I was expecting. But I did get some good deals and some good stuff, so let's get down to it and take a look at what I got. So the first thing I hit up was obviously my town's community yard sale, which is pretty cool. Again, like I said, they set it up in this parking lot this year, which is really nice. It was very convenient. So walked the 2 blocks up there, and they had some decent deals going on. So first thing I came across here, this is a title that I did come across, showed you in the video, but initially I said I wasn't going to pick it up, but then I started thinking about it, and I figured I'd actually pick it up and pay $2 for this, and that's Family Guy Presents Road to the North Pole. This is just a Christmas-related Family Guy episode. Also comes with a Christmas-related Cleveland Show episode. Now, I do already have both these episodes in my season set. However, I like picking these up. These are nice to watch. The holidays come around. It's nice just to be able to pop this disc in and watch it, as opposed to having to put in, you know, a season set and find that episode and stuff. I never like doing that. I always rather have just the holiday episode and then just pop it in. And there you go. So that's why I wanted to pick this up. Figured it was a good idea. It was only $2, like I said. So I figured I'd grab it, add it to my Family Guy collection. And this holiday season, I can pop this in and watch it. So that is why I picked this up. So after that, got a nice stack here of movies. This is probably, well, I'd say by far the nicest haul I got from anybody. The guy wanted $1 a piece for all of his DVDs. And then he goes, oh wait, I'm sorry, except for my anime. I went a little bit more for those. And I was like, because I was going to grab some anime off him. So I asked, you know, what kind of deal would he do? And he ended up saying that he wanted like $15 for this, like some anime I picked up here. And I wasn't going to do that. So I said, would you take 10 for it? He said yes. So I ended up paying $15 for everything I'm going to see here, which is pretty good. I'll show you the $1 titles I picked up first. First one I grabbed here was Fireworks. The collector's edition seems to be just, I'm guessing, a martial arts film from the director of Sonati, Violent Cop, and Boiling Point. So I'm guessing, yes, a martial arts film, I guess. Looked interesting. I've never seen it. I know nothing about it, but for $1, I think I'd pick it up and check it out. This was really cool. This I was really excited to find. That is They Call Me Bruce. Very cool to come across this. I have They Still Call Me Bruce, which is the sequel. I have it on, I think, VHS maybe. But I did not have the original. And I've been looking for this. It's been on my wish list for some time now. So very cool to come across this. And for $1, that was a steal. Super excited about this one. I've heard good things. Can't wait to check this out. And then just another complete blind buy. But for $1, I figured I'd pick it up. It looked really interesting. And that is Rock and Roll Frankenstein. Again, the collector's edition DVD. I have no idea, guys, but look at that. Apparently, he paid $20 for it. That sucks, since I only bought it off him for $1. But, I don't know. It says it's a horror movie. Looks really weird, and I like them weird, so I figured I'd grab that. Now this I picked up simply for the artwork, just thought it had really cool artwork. It's like the classic poster artwork, and that is Forbidden Planet. Already had this movie on a number of formats, but again, just like the DVD artwork, so I figured I'd pick this up. And this is something I do already have, but as I said, if I come across something that's a bit rare, a bit hard to find, something I don't come across very often, and something that if my copy ever got scratched or damaged, I'd be very upset about. If I come across another cheap copy, I'll pick it up just as a backup. I have a whole just stack of movies upstairs in the old library that are just backup titles. Titles that I have just, again, as backups. VHS tapes, DVDs, Blu-rays, all that stuff, in case something ever happens to the copy that I have down here. So I figured I'd pick this up for $1 since it's a great release, and that is the special edition release of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I said, I already have this in my collection. I've had this for years in my collection, but just a backup. For $1, why would I not pick this up? Alright, so now onto the anime. Like I said, I paid $10 for this, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 DVDs here. So all in all, a good deal. Like you said, he wanted 15. I wasn't going to do that. Not happening. So I figured I'll offer him 10. If he takes it, good. If not, I'm going to walk. So basically, I paid $2 more than the $1 I was initially expecting to pay. And these are Fighting Spirit releases. There you go, guys. All the first 8 volumes of this anime series, Fighting Spirit. I've never seen this. I know nothing about it, but there you go. This here's the first 40 episodes. So, from what I saw online, there are a bunch of these releases. This is only like the kind of the first half, and they also released a like a Ultimate Edition Volume 1 and an Ultimate Edition Volume 2. This is everything in the Ultimate Edition Volume 1. So, if I really wanted to get the entire series, I would just basically need to pick up the Ultimate Edition Volume 2, and I'd be good. But again, I know nothing about this, guys. I have no idea. If you know any information on this, I'm sure many of you do. A lot of you know a lot about anime. Clue me in. Tell me about Fighting Spirit. Is it any good? Looks good. I definitely want to check it out, and I have the first 40 episodes now. So for more or less $1 a piece, $2 more than $1 a piece, figured I would pick these up. Alright, then I ended up finding a VHS I figured I'd grab. I think it was like $1 for this. And this is Volume 2 of A Guide to America's Great National Parks. It was $1. I like national parks. I'm a sucker for traveling, so figured I'd grab it. And the one of the last tables I came across here had some VHS tapes and some CDs. So I picked up Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the album, which again I do already own. However, my copy is pretty badly scratched. It was actually my wife's old copy of this, and wanted it for my collection because I do have some seasons of Sabrina, and also because the first song on here is a song by the Spice Girls. It's not a song on their album, so really cool of them to have a rare Spice Girl song on here that's really cool. And like I said, my copy, the copy I got off my wife, very badly scratched. Apparently she didn't keep very good care of her DVD or CDs. So I was always kind of bummed about that. So now I have a copy that's in perfect condition. So I'm just picking it up as a replacement. And then I grabbed 3 VHS tapes, all for, I paid a total of $2 for this. They wanted $1.50, but I was actually friends with the people who were selling these. I actually knew the 2 girls who were selling them. So I said, I handed them a 5, so just give me 3 back. You know, I'll give you $2 for everything. So first one here I picked up was Reader's Digest at Discovering Ireland. As I said before, Reader's Digest documentaries, usually really good. They're right up there with like National Geographic and stuff. They're actually very well done documentaries. So I figured I'd pick that up, and not factory sealed, but it does still have the plastic on it, which is interesting. And then the other 2 titles I picked up here, these are titles, again, I do already own, but they're not titles I come across a lot. So once again, simply just pick these up as backups. Grabbed Here Comes Santa Claus. Not a very good movie, but an interesting one. And great artwork, by the way. And also Where the Toys Come From, which is a Disney title. So both Christmas titles, but titles I do already own. So just picking these up as backups. These aren't going to go in the collection. They're just going to go upstairs in a pile of backup titles. But then I definitely saved the best for last. Although the guy, you can almost say he screwed me, but not exactly. So this guy had a lot of junk on his table, but some cool stuff. And the first thing I grabbed for $2, I didn't really know anything about this, but, you know, as they say, the time to buy something is when you see it. So figured I'd grab it, and that is the Family Guy Freakin' Party Pack, the complete DVD collection. Pretty cool, right? Awesome. Not exactly. What was missing in here were the actual DVDs. But at first I thought, well, that's no problem. I'll pick this up. I own all the seasons. This probably came with like one season or something shoved in it. I'll just take my season, pop it in here. I'll be good to go. No. Apparently what this had was its own packaging inside, its own DVD packaging. I keep thinking it came with the first like 5 seasons, plus like the Stewie Griffin movie and stuff like that. So yeah, they're not in here. So that's the only downfall. It comes with everything else, it appears. I looked online, and everything else that was supposed to be in here is in here, just not the DVDs. And that is a shame. There's like poker cards, poker chips, ping pong paddles, and a ping pong net and stuff, ping pong balls. So pretty cool, but like I said, unfortunately, DVD's not in here, and I thought I would just shove a season in here, be good to go, but that is not the case. So this is definitely not complete, and that is a shame. But it's a really cool box, so who knows? I might just end up using it for something else. I mean, this box is really awesome looking. So I can probably do something with this, even if I don't use it for movies, since I don't, or TV seasons, since I don't have the actual original packaging that's supposed to go inside here. But still, very cool. $2, whatever. I didn't really waste money on it. Had I paid like a lot of money for this, I would have been pissed, but wasn't going to do that anyway. Not with it not being complete. But this is definitely the best here. This I was really excited about when I came across this. Something I didn't have, something I had been thinking about picking up for some time now, thinking about getting into. But I never wanted to pay the $100 price tag. I was always hoping I'd find it for cheaper, and I definitely did. And that is Apple TV. $10 for this. That is awesome. Very cool. The only downfall to this was it did not come with a remote. That was the only downfall. So you could plug it in and set up to your TV, but you couldn't access anything because you didn't have a remote to scan through the menus and stuff. That was the only downfall. But the good news is $20 at the Apple Store. As soon as I bought this, actually, well, not as soon as I bought this, after I was done all my hunting, after I'm done showing you the last stuff I got here, I ran to the mall quickly and went into the Apple Store, picked up a remote for $20. So altogether, I paid $30 for an Apple TV device. That's great. These usually run $100. So I saved myself a nice chunk of change there. Very, very cool to get this for, again, basically $30 since I had to buy a $20 remote. So that was the only downfall. The guy didn't have the remote. It was lost. Wasn't there. But I plugged this in. I played with it. I used the remote and everything. It's working perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it at all. You see, the only reason he got rid of this is because he got that, what's that thing called? The Roku or whatever it is. He got one of those things. And he didn't need this anymore. That's the only reason why he was getting rid of it. Why so cheap? I don't know. But for $10, I snatched it up. And now it's great because what I really like about this is, and a lot of people are asking me, why would I even want one of these when I was mentioning it on like Instagram, my website and stuff like that. The reason why I want one of these is because I have a lot of iTunes digital copies. And unfortunately, Apple being Apple, wanting to make sure they control everything, they don't have necessarily apps on like smart TVs and stuff like that. You can't just, it's not like Vudu where you can download or I'm sorry, not Vudu, Ultraviolet, where you can download a Vudu app or you can download like a Flickster app and watch your Ultraviolet digital copies through your app on your smart TV or something like that. iTunes doesn't do that. You need to have Apple TV to access your movies, your iTunes digital copies. So now I have that. Now I can just go on, turn this on, go onto my TV, and watch my my movies in 1080p, which is great. Very cool. Before that, I had to take my laptop that had my digital copy stored on a like a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I had to plug all that in and plug that up to my TV and watch them through there. It was kind of a pain in the ass. I didn't really like doing that. This, much simpler. So again, $30 for this. This was definitely the best deal and the best thing I picked up today. Made the entire trip worth it. Even if I wouldn't have picked up anything else this year, made it completely worth it. Really happy to have this in my collection now. Or in my library now, in my theater now. Alright, so after that, looked around my town a little bit more because I had heard some people at the community yard sale talking about the other people were selling stuff, which a lot of people were saying things like how cheap other people must be to have a yard sale on the same day and put a bunch of signs up in areas around where the community yard sale is, but not actually pay like, I think it was like $5 to get like a little like square land to not set up in the parking lot. I thought that was pretty funny too. It's like, just pay the $5 or $10, whatever it is, set up in the parking lot. I mean, really, you can't afford $5 or $10. That's ridiculous. You would have had more people too, because I guarantee you there were a lot more people at that community yard sale than there were going around town looking for other yard sales. So whatever. But drove around. I only ended up finding one other yard sale. Apparently there were more than one, but I only found one. Lame, nothing going on. Came across that rummage sale at that church. Also pretty lame, nothing going on there too. A few VHS and a few DVDs, but nothing I needed, and really disgusting looking gray hot dogs that I passed on. So nothing going on there. But after that, ran out to another community yard sale, which was pretty cool in theory. There were a ton of people selling stuff. It's basically a like a housing development that decided to do a community yard sale. Great. There were so many people selling stuff. Every road I went down, a bunch of people on that road selling stuff. It was great. Again, like I said, in theory, it was great, but unfortunately, hardly anybody had any cinema whatsoever. I found a few VHS tapes here and there, stuff like that. All in all, I picked up stuff from one lady. That's it. I picked up stuff from one person, nothing else. There were so many people selling stuff, but nobody selling movies. It was crazy. I'd never seen that before. I've gone to community yard sales and stuff like that and housing developments, and at least an okay amount of them have movies. Even if I don't buy a lot, at least a decent amount have movies. Not this one. I don't get it. Not sure what that was about. It seemed like kind of a younger crowd too, so maybe it's the fact that this is a newer housing development. There's a pretty young crowd in there. I mean, people like my age and stuff were selling things, so maybe they're not selling movies at this point. Usually you see a lot of like older couples selling their DVDs and VHS tapes. Younger couples, not so much. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But anyway, on the way out there, I found another street that was doing a bunch of yard sales, which was also pretty cool. But unfortunately, I only ended up picking up two things, although one of them was really cool. So the first one here I paid 50 cents for, and that is American Beauty, the soundtrack. That is great. I do have the score, and I was a little confused at first. I was like, do I have this? I had to look it up. No, I have the American Beauty score. I did not have the American Beauty soundtrack. So now I have both the soundtrack and the score, and that's great, because this is a fantastic movie with fantastic music. Bleh, I can talk. So a lot of good bands on here. Very cool. And then for $2, this was also really awesome. This was in perfect shape, too. This is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Box Set 2. I already have Box Set 1. Still need to get Box Set 3, but very cool to come across this for $2. That's awesome. And I checked the DVDs out, and the guy selling them was like, oh, this, they're my daughters, and I guarantee they're perfect. She keeps very good care of her DVDs. I thought it was really cool that she apparently keeps very good care, and she's very like OCD about the maintenance of her DVDs. I think it's really cool. So very happy to get this. That is awesome. Great series. Love Pokemon. Love all of the series. They're all great, and very cool to have box number 2. And the guy selling these was super awesome. He got talking about cinema sickness and everything like that. Gave my card even. Very nice guy. Very, very, very cool. And hopefully you have some more stuff. Maybe he'll contact me. I don't know. But very nice guy. So then, after that, hit up a few more yard sales on that street. Nothing really I needed. But I ended up going to that community yard sale. And this is all I picked up. I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 VHS tapes, which I paid a total of $5 for, which I offered a lady like $3. The lady looked at me like I was crazy when I said, how much do you want for these? And she goes, oh, well, I don't know, make me an offer. And I said $3. I mean, that's 50 cents a piece. They're VHS tapes. The lady looked at me like I was crazy when I said that. I don't even think she wanted to let these go for $5. I think even that was hard for her to do. I never understand when people have a yard sale and they want to charge like full-blown like retail price for stuff. You have a yard sale. You gotta make it cheap. And when you have VHS tapes, they're fucking VHS tapes. Just drop your price, lady. I was really taken back. I mean, if they were DVDs or something, or Blu-rays, I could understand. I mean, $3 would have been an insult for these titles had they been DVDs or Blu-rays. But for VHS tape, 50 cents, I think it was a good deal. I mean, it was a fair price. A lot of people would sell their stuff for like 25 cents. In fact, there was a guy who had a huge tub of stuff he was like selling for 25 cents a piece of VHS tapes. But Anyway, doesn't matter. So I did pay $5 for this, but got some cool things. So first thing I picked up here, grabbed just for the artwork alone, and that is Mary Poppins. As I've said before, I'm really getting into collecting these like Walt Disney Home Video, like just these old school releases. I just love the artwork. It is very interesting. I got a bunch of these in my collection now, and I'm enjoying picking these up. So I had to grab that. And then I grabbed, this I also grabbed just because the artwork variation. This is Disney's Sword in the Stone. This here being from the classic Black Diamond release. Cool thing about this though, different artwork than the Black Diamond release I have. I do have another Black Diamond release of Sword in the Stone in my collection, but as soon as I picked this up, I realized this is not the same artwork I have. So very cool to get this just interesting variation. I didn't know this existed, so that's awesome. And then the next 1, 2, 3, 4 titles I picked up here. These I grabbed simply because they were factory sealed. This one here, something I didn't necessarily need. It wasn't like dying to have, but I really only grabbed it because it was factory sealed. Had this not been factory sealed, I would have passed on it, but I think it's pretty cool that it's sealed. And that is Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Great Disney movie. I do enjoy the all 3 Aladdin movies to at least some extent. First one's great. Second and third are just okay, but I do enjoy them. And like I said, it's factory sealed, which is really cool. And I didn't necessarily need it, but I just thought because it's, you know, classic Disney clamshell, great movie too, factory sealed, I'm going to pick this up and put it in my collection. I'm kind of doing that now a lot with Disney titles. If it's something that I wouldn't necessarily buy if it was open, if I come across a factory sealed copy, I might end up picking it up and put it in my collection. But the next right here, these I definitely had to pick up. I had to get these. And these are all from the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection, which I do have the entire Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS release set. I have the entire series, but I'm trying to get them all sealed. I would love to have the entire series factory sealed. That would be so cool. And I'm on my way. I actually have a bunch of these factory sealed, and I end up picking up 3 more today, which is great. So first one here being The Lion King. Very cool, as you can see right there. Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. So very cool to have The Lion King factory sealed. Same thing goes with Robin Hood. Also very awesome. And then finally, Alice in Wonderland, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. So very cool, truly remarkable. Saturday Review. I love the stickers and stuff on these. First time on video for a limited time only. Look at that. Very cool. Even doing the bullshit vault thing back in the days of VHS. But very awesome to have these just factory sealed. That's really cool. Again, I already have these 3 movies, these 3 actual releases in my collection already, but now I have them factory sealed, and that is great. I would love to have the entire Masterpiece Collection factory sealed someday. It's going to happen. I'm determined. So there you go, guys. That is it. That's everything I picked up today. Like I said, certainly not a bust of a day. I got a lot of really cool stuff here. A lot of good titles, but I just sort of was expecting more, I guess, in a way. But I guess today was definitely quality over quantity because I got some really cool stuff. I mean, the anime, the factory sealed Disney titles, a lot of really cool stuff. They Call Me Bruce, a title I've been looking for a while. I finally got it. Very cool. And of course, the Apple TV. I mean, $10 for that, plus, you know, having to go out and buy a $20 remote, so $30 basically for that. That's a really, really good deal, especially for something that I've been wanting to get for a while now. So that, again, made the entire day worth it. So all in all, I'd say today was a success. So anyway, guys, so that is it. So like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subbed, please do. And if you're not already over at cinemasickness.com, head on over there, click on the shop tab, purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness sticker or a Cinema Sickness button. I'd appreciate the support. And of course, while you're there, look around. There's a lot to see, a lot more than just these videos going on, and a lot from Team Sickness as well. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.